But see, here's how my brain works. Okay, like I retained that information until we did the pod, and then I told you, and then once I tell you, and I don't need it anymore,
It's
it's
just
gone.
gone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I put it in the trash can on my computer.
You want to know a little fucking story that happened to me the other day at work? Because I'm a fucking idiot.
Okay, you said it. Sure, sure.
So the other day I got to work and there was nothing for a while. So they were like, "Hey, will you just vacuum this room, vacuum the front?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't care." And
Yeah.
I went after I was done. I went to pick up the vacuum just to put over this carpet, just because I didn't want to drag it over and get it dirty or whatever. And I didn't
Hmm.
realize I was holding the little tube to make it longer. And I punched myself in the eye with it and gave myself a black eye. I have a scab on my eyebrow. Like, can you see that little line right there?
Oh, yeah, a
I
little bit.
fucked
Yeah.
up my eye. I can send you pictures after the pod. I'll put them
What
in
a
here.
guy.
I fucked myself up, but the funniest part is nobody at work even noticed. I vacuumed because I didn't know I was bleeding at first. I thought I just hurt myself, and I was like, "What an idiot!" And I went and vacuumed the front, like the front office, right in front of everybody. I plugged the fucking vacuum in right next to the guy who owns the company, and my face was bleeding. No one even noticed.
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Or something.
Yeah, but yeah, so I've had like a black fucked up. I was seeing fuzzy for like 2 days out of my eye.
Wow.
Yeah, I fucked myself up vacuuming because I'm a
I don't
fucking
know.
idiot.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, but
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, it wasn't fun. It hurt like fuck. Every once in a while, like I'd blink and my eye would be like, oh, like just the fucking eyeball would hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It was not fun at all. But it was my
crazy.
first black eye. My first black eye I gave to myself. So
Well, you know what they say: once you go black, you never go back. So
that's true. Maybe my eyes are gonna stay black now.
yeah, yeah.
So Nick texted me his review of Barbarian. Do you want to talk about us talking about Barbarian first, and then go to Nick's, or when do you want to read Nick's?
It doesn't matter to me. See, we had it to where because I was texting him, I think Saturday, because I watched this Saturday morning
Mm-hmm.
because I knew I wouldn't have time because I went to Tucson Saturday afternoon and I was there. I didn't get home till like midnight, and I knew I was not going to have time yesterday, so I was like, I have to watch it. So I watch it,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally, when I'm done, I texted Nick and I go, "Have you heard of the movie Barbarian?" And he's like, "Never heard of it."
Mm.
And I go, "Fucking Jerome made me watch this fucking movie." He's like, "What is it about?" I go, "It's hard to explain." I go, "But I'm literally." But I'm literally gonna start the pod with Jerome. What the fuck did you just make me watch?
I had so much. I watched it last night. I watched it on my projector out back, and every time something wild happened in the movie, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to hear how Hess reacted to that." Like just when Bill Skarsgård gets his head smashed in right there, like what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
It cuts to
Yeah.
Justin Long. He's all of a
Yeah.
sudden a rapist, and his show's canceled. Like, so what was your thoughts going through the movie?
So I mean, like going through. First of all, I mean, the movie should have never taken place because the girl should have never went inside.
I know.
I don't.
No, 100%. No matter who it is, 100% do not get in there.
Fucking drive. I don't care if you crash. Just do not go in the fucking house. Like I'm literally like watching it, and I'm like, this is how every fucking horror movie starts. Sheer stupidity. People are fucking dumb, and they're like, oh, well, I guess. I mean, I guess I don't have anywhere to stay. It's like a fucking porno. It's like how a fucking porno starts. It's just stupid. So I'm going, oh wow, here we go. So I mean, it ends up. I mean, Bill Skarsgård's not a bad guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, it's like, it's like, and then okay. She gets away, and then she's like, "There's someone in there."
Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, I have to go back by myself to get not get help." And I know the cops ignored her too and shit, but like that was a horrible decision to go back in there.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. So Peyton's calling me. I don't know if it's
okay. I was gonna say, am I frozen for you? Because you're frozen for me right now.
It'll go away whenever he's.
There we go.
But yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. I'm like, you're out. Go, just get the fuck out of there. And then of course she has to get in her car, and then she tries to run the fucking thing over, and then or whatever.
It just wanted to be their mama. That's all.
Yeah, weird as shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
so I'm like texting Nick, and then he's like, what is it about? I'm like, dude, I can't even explain it. I go, it's like about this like incestualized fucking woman who like walks around naked with like cone titties.
Yeah.
Who like kidnaps things that want it to be their baby. And he's like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I go, it kind of reminded me of Tusk a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I go, just because it's fucking strange. He was like, Jerome does like weird movies. He's like, I could see him liking that.
But that was a huge hit last year. That was a big movie last year.
And he's like, I kind of want to watch it because you kind of got me intrigued. I go,
fun.
You should watch it. I go, and then I'll text you when we're about to start the pod.
Mm-hmm.
I go, and you could make like a tweet about it.
Yeah, he told me, he said he meant to tweet it, but he forgot, so he texted to me instead.
Yeah.
But so that being said, do you want to hear? So you don't know his thoughts at all?
I don't know his thoughts.
All right, here, let me read you his thoughts. Let's see here. Oops,
if he liked it, I'm gonna jump off the roof. I'm just gonna hang up. Okay.
Wait, before I read his, did you enjoy this movie? Did you have a good time watching this movie?
I didn't have a great time.
Oh, come on.
I mean, if I'm rating this out of 10, which we're going to,
mm-hmm.
I mean, in all honesty, I'm probably going to go like 3.8.
3.8 out of 10?
Yeah.
See, to me, this is, like, I enjoyed the score last week. This is 10 times better than the score.
Yeah, sure. In your opinion.
That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, the thing that gets me, and maybe I'm just thinking too literal. I know it's a movie and all that, but like, you know, the thing that really gets me is this shouldn't even be a movie because she shouldn't have went in that fucking house. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's because you wouldn't go in the house. Someone would go in the house because people get murdered all the time. So someone would go in that house, and this shit would ensue. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. But I don't think there's any incestual fucking beings.
Hey, that we know of. I mean, I've never seen a big basement of a house that leads to another thing, so never experienced it.
And then Justin Long was a weirdo.
I love when he's measuring the house and all that shit. That's such a great scene. And he just keeps getting excited, and then he sees the cages, and he's like, what the fuck is that? And whatever. And just keeps going.
Like, I'll just keep measuring.
But all right, I'll read next review right here. He said, here's my review of Barbarian. Hess asked me to tweet it, but I forgot and just remembered about it on the way he went to Mima's to watch a football game, I think.
Yeah, he said he was.
But he said, first of all, typical Jerome pick in my opinion. Hess texted me on Friday how crazy it was, and I watched it on Saturday. It wasn't that bad, but I would say I'd never watch it again.
Yeah.
It's not my cup of tea. Crazy naked lady running around. Nice touch. Justin Long's character was a piece of shit. He totally raped that girl, let's be real. I was so happy he got it at the end of the movie. Let's be real. Tusk is the weirdest movie Justin Long has ever fucking done or has ever been in. See, that's his review. He'll never watch it again, but he seemed to enjoy it for Justin Long, I guess.
Sure.
So
yeah, I would never watch it again.
You would never. I've seen this 4 times now since it's been out. I saw it once in theaters, and I've seen it a couple times. I actually was like, I don't even need to watch this for the podcast because we like just watched it a bit ago. Right. But I totally would have been fine with it.
I mean, for what I kind of expected you not to watch it. I mean, not that I cared, but I was
really?
just like, I go, he's probably not even gonna have to watch this.
I watched it. Last night I watched so many fucking movies. It was crazy. So I started watching this outside on the projector with Angela, and we were we watched like an hour. I had like 25 minutes left, and then we went to the theaters to go see Megan's. We were just watching that, buying time for that. So I went and saw the new horror movie with the killer doll Megan, which was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that.
Nice. It looked stupid to me.
It was a pretty wild movie. It was just really fun. Totally Chucky ripoff in ways, but I really liked it.
Shocking.
But I saw that, and then when we came home, I finished Barbarian the last 25 minutes, and then me, Taylor, and Victoria watched the last 2 Saw movies because we've been slowly watching all the Saws.
Oh, there you go.
So I watched like 5 or 4 horror movies in a row last night.
You're like on a horror kick.
Yeah. We do watch them like all the time, but I thought about that like right when they were over. I was like, fuck, I've been nonstop watching movies the entire goddamn night. Like, Jesus.
Mr. Movie watching McGee over there.
That's what they call me.
You should change your Twitter to Movie Watcher McGee.
Movie Watcher McGee. That's a good Twitter handle. That's real good. I might have to do that.
And then, or just start a new Twitter, and then you just do your movie reviews
Oh,
on there.
dude. Oh, that's actually a fun idea. That could be like a
Yeah.
good TikToker too.
Yeah, exactly.
So initially watching the movie, the girl gets there, like you said, she shouldn't go in there.
Yeah. Right.
But she goes in
There's
there.
so
What are you
many
thinking?
things.
Like when she's going in there and Bill Skarsgård's being all awkward and weird with her.
I mean,
bitch.
you're obviously thinking that he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
And that like he's gonna murder her
So,
or
but like,
rape her.
did you
or
think it was gonna
something.
be like a kidnapping movie? Like he was gonna hold her hostage or something like that? Is that what you were thinking there?
No, I just kind of. I mean, obviously I didn't know because I didn't look into this at all. I didn't do any homework on it or anything.
Yeah, that's actually, this is how I went into the theaters to see. I didn't watch a trailer or anything.
Yeah, I didn't watch a trailer. I didn't read the little, whatever plot or whatever. Nothing. I when I put it on HBO Max, I saw the picture and I just hit play because I was like, I don't want to read anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. So I know she pulled up at night, but that neighborhood looked rough.
Yeah, well, it's been years of who knows how many of these, because she probably isn't the first one that runs around and kidnaps people and some do the babies and whatnot,
Yeah,
I think they are gonna make a
Jesus
prequel movie to
Christ.
explain the creature and all that.
That's interesting.
So maybe we'll have that to look forward to.
Yeah, I just thought, I was kind of on. I didn't want Bill Skarsgård to be a bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I was kind of hoping he wasn't the whole time. It turns out he wasn't. But, what are they, like, when she got back from going to that, or like when she left that morning to go to her interview.
Dude, why'd she ever come back? Seeing that neighborhood, I would never come back.
Yeah, I would have went right back inside, got all my shit, and just fucking left and never went back.
Mm.
I mean, the lady, the girl who interviewed her was even like, you shouldn't be staying
Yeah,
there.
do not be there, yeah.
And I'm going, yeah, no shit.
Although I did really like her little mirror trick with the light. That was cool.
Yeah,
that was
cool.
unique. I liked that.
It was cool.
Also, you could really do like countless movies of this because you could do something about every girl, or you know what I mean? Because there was hundreds of tapes down there with that guy. Which what a fucking creepy.
I know.
He's pointing. He gets the gun and just kills himself there.
I know. I don't understand why it would do that right there.
Yeah.
Because someone found out about it or something?
Yeah, I don't know. If I was Justin Long, though, in that position, when he's, like, waiting there and he's holding his phone and, like, the creature backs away from him, I'd be like, what the fuck is behind this door that she's afraid of that?
Yeah.
But he just goes in like, cool, yeah, this is my place. I'm going in there. You're like,
Yeah.
whatever.
It was just very weird.
Yeah.
It was a very strange movie. And then it just randomly cuts to, like, this backstory of the guy when he's younger, like going to the store.
You watch him like stalk a woman and prepare to like rape her and give her a baby, and
I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, where is this going? Like, I mean, I didn't really know how it was going to end. I mean, I'm glad that Justin Long died and not the main chick.
When he throws her with the hair, like,
save.
Jesus Christ. And then when he's down there, he's like, I didn't even throw you. You slipped. I couldn't do anything.
I know. Yeah, he was a piece of shit for sure.
I do like too that they run through his eyes and ripped open his head, because that was very.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jeepers Creepers? He loses his eyes at the end and whatnot.
Yeah,
I like that. And plus, like, anytime Justin Long screams, I know he does it a lot in Tusk and in this. Like, I just think of Jeepers Creepers when he's getting worked on at the end, and you just hear him screaming the whole time. Yeah.
Jeepers.
Although Jeepers Creepers is creepy in its own now to even talk about, because like the guy who makes it like molested children.
Oh.
The guy who invented it and made all three movies. He did those crimes and then made Jeepers Creepers. Was allowed to make those movies. Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I don't follow that.
Yeah.
Follow it. That's crazy.
No, yeah, we watched the movies and loved them as kids, and then you're like, oh, cool. No, yeah, that guy's a fucking creepo. Great. God damn.
That's crazy.
But so should we rank the movies? I know you said you give it a 3.8. Is that what you're sticking with? 3.8 out of 10?
I'm gonna stick with the 3.8 there, Jerome. It's just not my cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I say, I just horror movies. They're not my thing. Like they're like, you know what I mean? Like they're just not my thing.
Have you seen or heard about the movie Midsommar? Because I just want to I want to have you watch like every type of horror movie and see if you like any of them. You know what I mean?
Because I mean, like I think I just went through my phase, like when I was in high school and like a little bit after, and then it's just like I just think it's just like I outgrew it. Like it's just like, oh, this is because like I know that there are some outliers, but I mean for the majority, they're all just like old shit remade or like just changed slightly so that they make you want to believe that it's a new idea, but it's really not.
I do think
like,
I think that was it for a while, but I do think that's changing now. I think a lot more of the indie horror movies are becoming more popular, and they're starting to make them more like that. But there is also a shit ton of movies that are just the same exact thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Like there's like Insidious 7 coming out or something. Like who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that's
they're making another Paranormal Activity. No one gives a fuck. Stuff like that is stupid. Like whatever. But I do think there's some
making it to get their money while they can.
Yeah, because like it's also so easy. I think that's the thing too. Is like you can make one of those movies for $2 million, and it, like Megan cost $12 million to make. It made $30 million this weekend. So of course now there's going to be 47 more Megans.
Probably.
They make money so fast and so easy, so they're just like whatever, yeah.
It's just
throw little spooky things together.
Yeah, the little cult following, you know.
Yeah, maybe we should throw together. It's so easy. Let's throw together a little horror movie. We'll fucking blow everybody's minds. If you were gonna make a horror movie, what type would you make? Would you be like slasher? Would you want it to be like supernatural, like ghosts and stuff?
No.
Thriller, where it's like you're like stalking someone, like.
Yeah, I would say I would probably go along that lines.
Okay, you could be Baba Yaga.
No, I wouldn't.
Would you want a mask if you were gonna be like a serial killer kind of like guy for a horror movie? Would you want a cool mask, or would you want to be like just a person?
Maybe.
Like what kind of mask would you go for?
I don't know. I would have to think about that one. Maybe like I like the hockey mask, but I mean Jason did it. But maybe I just wear like a new age hockey mask.
Like that could be fun.
That's just really big though. It's big. And
it just gets in the way.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just wear like pantyhose or something.
Oh, then people just think you're a burglar and then you fucking kill them.
Yeah, because see, like all the cool ones, like I like when like the bank robbers they wear like the old dead presidents.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think those are cool. But I feel like all that shit's already done.
You could do like in Baby Driver, you know, when they wear Mike Myers instead of Michael Myers. They go to rob a bank and they wear Mike Myers, so you could be Mike Myers and run around. That could be your thing.
Yeah, you do like Kim Jong-un mask or something, you know.
I would fucking love that. Like imagine you're watching a horror movie, you know nothing about it, and the guy's stalking women dressed as Kim Jong-un.
That would be kind of
what a movie. I bet people would go see that just because of the premise, right there. 100%.
Maybe I should make a movie.
Would you play Kim Jong-un?
Sure.
Think you could pull it off?
Yeah, because I would make it to where I would be like Michael Myers, where I have no lines.
Oh, he's a speechless Kim Jong-un. Okay.
Yeah, speechless Kim Jong-un. No lines.
You are seriously losing it, bro.
Yeah. And he kills with like it's like a hockey stick, but instead of just like a blade, it's like a knife blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And like he just fucking slashes him with it?
Yeah. Or he like takes out their Achilles so they can't walk anymore.
Oh my god, okay.
Tortures them or something like that. I don't know.
Kim Jong-un's a little fucked up.
Yeah. He like hangs them upside down and like lets all their blood run to their head and then slowly cuts their cheek. No, I don't know.
gotta film this with experience with you. This is what you were doing last week?
No.
Are you excited to start watching The Last of Us?
Yeah. It's something. It's a show. I'm trying to. I'm excited to start it.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited, obviously, because I love the games. But I'm also just excited because I've heard the show is just amazing, and they've already basically been renewed for season 2 also. So like I know it's not gonna like abruptly get canceled or something because who the fuck knows with Warner Brothers now. So that's kind of a good reassurance. It is so weird too. Already, like they deleted Westworld off HBO Max already. Like you just can't watch it on there anymore. Like
I would never watch it
but
again.
Isn't that just so weird though? Like if you wanted to right now, the only way you could watch Westworld is if you had like a Blu-ray or a DVD. Like imagine if you wanted to watch The Sopranos and you're like, I can't. It's not on HBO. It was the HBO hit show and it's just gone.
Yeah,
it's just weird to do that.
It is weird, but that's how it used to be. I mean,
I guess true. I guess when the show's over unless you own it.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But like, what? Like, why do they
like,
still have like fucking shows from 10 years ago on there? Then
I don't know, but I mean, like, this show was never like there was never a real true ending.
I know. Yeah.
So I mean, like,
I guess that's true. So just fucking get rid of it because it never ended.
I think they were thinking along the lines like, who's gonna watch this show if like there's not really a true ending? Like, it's pointless to fucking start the show because we're not gonna give them a real ending to the show. I guess
that's true. That probably was part of the thinking, honestly, to be like that probably was like some of the final words to be like, I guess, yeah, true, just get rid of it.
Because they're going, well, why would we? Who's gonna watch this? Like, there's not a true real ending.
And then like, I guess anybody like me that would want to like rewatch it all, which I would only watch the first two seasons again, and I own the first two seasons. So that's a good point, yeah. I guess there you go.
That's just the way I see it. I mean,
you solved the whole issue. You should work at Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah,
I mean, your mom, fucking Sarah Hess, is there. I don't know why you can't.
I know.
Did you hear about all the drama with House of the Dragon?
No, I have not. I've not heard about it.
One of the showrunners quit the show because I don't remember which girl it was, but I think it was the maid that was she had to have the conversation with because like it was all iffy with the boy and all that. That is the wife of one of the showrunners, and he wanted her to be a producer. And HBO and all them were like, "Nah, we don't want her to be a producer," so he quit.
Well, it sounds like he was a whiny little bitch.
And it does sound like a weird reason, like, "Oh, my wife couldn't get a job, so you can't have her. You can't have me either." But it's interesting.
Whatever.
It's interesting you will even notice. You know what I mean?
I would assume not. I mean, I hope not.
I think he did. He quit like right before the show aired. I know that, but it's all coming out now, like why he quit and all that. So
yeah, hopefully we don't see any difference.
Yeah, I mean, it was only one of two, I believe. So like it's still some of the same. Like who knows if that guy even like had shit in there that we liked.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
Yeah. Although hopefully he wasn't the one that hired Sarah Hess.
A whole nother fucking year.
So. I know. We'll fucking forget about House of the Dragon by the time it's back on.
Pretty much. It is weird. I mean, just I don't know if a lot of shows like how long was it in between episodes or seasons for like The Sopranos? I mean, I don't know.
Let me see. I'll look up what was the difference between season 1, 2, and
or just type in Sopranos and see what year each season came out.
I was gonna look it up on IMDb. Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm assuming that's just normal. I don't know, but because see, like I'm just now starting to watch shows as they air. Like I've always been
I just got caught up
never watched shit
on Yellowstone too.
Yeah, season 5's it. I haven't started season 5 yet.
Oh, you have? I started it. I've been watching it on Paramount. The Paramount.
Yeah,
app.
so we watched like 20 minutes of the first episode of season 5.
Oh, okay.
So, but supposedly season 5 is it. Like that, show's done.
That'll be the end of it.
Oh. That's what I heard. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I just got a 10-minute warning, just so you're aware.
10 minutes.
So it says April 4th, 1999 is the end of season 1 of The Sopranos.
Okay.
And then season 2 aired at January 16th, 2000. So that wasn't that long of a wait at all.
That's like 7 months.
Yeah, let's see. Season 3 was 2001. Season 4 was 2002. Yeah, it seems like just year after year was The Sopranos.
That's what I mean. Like, obviously, I don't know because I didn't watch a lot of shows back then. And I mean, just now, like I said, I'm just starting to watch shows as they air.
Mm-hmm.
But it just seems like there's a long time between.
I know.
Like, is it because of quality? Is it because did COVID fuck this shit up? I don't know.
I don't understand it either because even like before COVID too, like Westworld and even Game of Thrones, like there was 2-year waits for every fucking season, and they're always like, oh, it's because it's so expensive to make. But like, Sopranos was doing it. Like Breaking Bad never really missed anything. Yeah. But they make Better Call Saul all the time.
That's the thing. I don't know. so I don't know
Yeah.
how it goes. I don't know, how what normal was, but
Mhm.
it just seems like a lot of space in between seasons.
Yeah. Although I guess maybe it's mostly like HBO, because like even like Euphoria, I feel like it's fucking 10 years between every season of Euphoria.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since last season ended.
Yeah, and then aren't they just gonna start filming it like in a couple months this year or something like that?
Couldn't tell you.
I thought you said something a couple podcasts ago about them starting filming it.
Maybe if I did, I already forgot about it, bro. It's already been unretained.
Okay. I don't remember when, but you said something about
be,
beginning of the year, I think. Unless I made that up.
Oh, you know what? I think I do remember maybe saying something about that they were going to start shooting soon.
Quick.
But see, here's how my brain works, okay? Like, I retained that information until we did the pod, and then I told you, and then once I tell you and I don't need it anymore,
It's just gone.
Yeah. It's like I put it in the trash can on my computer.
In February this year, they're going to start filming.
Okay, yeah. See, I vaguely remember saying something about that, but yeah, it would make sense because that is how my brain works. I don't need the information anymore. I've stated it. And it is on a podcast.
So when this podcast is over, Barbarian's just going to be gone out of your head completely?
I mean, no, I'll never forget how dumb of a movie this is. No, I'll never forget the dumb incestual naked lady who wants and then they're in that room and it's like a video of like breastfeeding.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck is this, Jerome?
What do you think about Justin Long having to like suck on her tit and like how he had to breastfeed too?
I'm literally, and then the other girl was like, "Just do it," and she's like,
I mean,
like,
if you were in that situation, would you have sucked on the bottle?
Well, yeah,
I feel like you have to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't though.
Yeah.
He was all hairy though too. You could have like grabbed the hair a little bit, like, okay, Mama, just let me get the hair after.
Yeah.
Sucking it a little
I
bit.
don't know.
Do you think?
I don't know.
How horrible do you think her milk tastes too? Do you think multiple years of incests make great milk? Maybe because what if
it was probably like straight piss.
What if that's why like people are so into incest and like any like weird families and all that? It's because like we don't know if they make great milk.
I don't think so.
I guess we'll never know.
I will never know.
Unless we can meet someone like that and like, hey,
unless
can you just try your milk?
Like real and I get kidnapped by them and then they force me to do it.
True, yeah.
So, which I don't think this is real. So
you never know. Anything is possible, you know.
No, but see, I don't know. I guess I went in thinking that I was like expecting to be scared watching this movie. And I never was
really?
scared.
You thought you were gonna get spooked?
Well, I just, it's a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think of.
Oh, see, I never get scared. I couldn't tell you the last time I was scared of a horror movie.
Yeah. So
actually, maybe I could. It was probably The first Strangers was probably the last horror movie that scared me.
No, yeah, that movie scared me too. For sure.
They made 3 Strangers last year. I just don't know when they're going to come out, but they filmed all 3 of them at the same time.
Wow. And
I think it'll have some of the reoccurring people, and that's why they did it that way or something. But I'm excited for that.
This is a little off topic. Have you seen that show Kaleidoscope on Netflix where you can watch it in whatever order you want? I
have heard of that. I want to give it a whirl.
Yeah, I want to give it a whirl too.
I mean, maybe let's both try at least in a couple episodes by next podcast. We'll talk about that with Last of Us.
Okay.
Because I'm excited to try it. Should we try to watch it in the same order, or should we just purposely not tell each other and just watch it randomly?
I mean,
because it could be kind of fun if we picked a different order and you're like, oh, I know this information and I know this.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I just would say we watch it however we want to watch it.
Okay, that sounds fun to me. I like that.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
We got a couple minutes left. Any last things you want to say to the people before we wrap up the pod?
I don't think so. Nothing.
Did I give my actual rating, or did we just talk about?
No, you didn't. You did not give your actual rating.
My rating for it would. I think I would give this like an 8.5 out of 10.
8.5. Okay.
8.5 out of 10. But did I give the score like a? What did I give it? I think I gave it like a 7 something like that.
Or something?
Yeah.
I think
so. Yours was right around there too, like a little bit higher.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
It'd be interesting since we all do it. Like by the end of the year or whenever we change it up or something, I'll go back to the end of all the pods and like we could see our scores for every movie.
There you go.
That could be pretty fun at the end. Oh, we could even like give awards to like our best ranked movie. Have like a Pleeka's Bachelor Party award ceremony.
See maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I'll just create like an Excel spreadsheet at work, and I'll just put in our scores.
Our scores? Oh, that'd be good.
And then I can just do it. I can just do it every Tuesday, like when I go in it, because it'll take me like 10 seconds to just type in the movie and then put in our scores.
Okay.
And then it'll just be on. It'll be on
and
a
then we'll have
spreadsheet.
it. Yeah. Okay, that sounds fun. I like that.
Yeah.
No, it's something to look forward to. We'll have all our.
I'll have
movies
to go.
ranked.
I'll have to go back and look and see what we rated last week.
Okay.
So.
I could text you this one too when I edit this one. If you forget that.
You're 8.5. I'm 3.8. So I think I can remember that. But
Okay.
Text me if you remember, because I've already said it, so it's gonna leave once we're done here.
Any last words to the people watching this?
I don't think so. Hopefully everyone had a happy New Year and a safe New Year. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you miss White Lotus?
I do not.
You don't
It's
miss
so-
this constant music going on when you watch things?
No. It's so funny because I watch so many like shows and movies that I would never pick to watch, like, because we do this. Like there's I was sitting there thinking the other day, I'm like, fuck, I would have never watched White Lotus, season 1 or 2. Would have never watched Barbarian. I mean, I'm sure that I would have stopped at Westworld after season 2. Wouldn't have watched seasons 3 and 4.
Do you think you would have ever watched Game of Thrones to then watch House of Dragon? Like, do you think you would have started? Because I know you did start it before, but you quit. Do you think you would have gone back to it?
I mean, I think eventually I would have got there.
Okay.
Because I did the exact same thing with Yellowstone. I watched episode 1 like 3 or 4 times, and it was just like, this is too much right now.
It was
like,
the first episode's so fucking long.
Yeah, and then there's like so much shit, and you're like, I don't know who any of these people are. But then it was just like, okay, like I just have to push and get through. Like literally everyone I've talked to said this show, like they love this show. So I'm like, everyone can't be wrong about it. So I'm like, I just have to fucking watch it.
I know, yeah, I've heard people nonstop ranting and raving about it, and then I loved 1883, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Which 1883 really helped getting into Yellowstone, since I was like, I kind of understand already why they're at this land and what they're there for and all that, and
right.
I know they're all Duttons, all that shit. But it made me like it more. It's interesting their decision that they're doing 1883 and then they're doing 1923 for 2 seasons instead of just one like the other one. I don't get. And then like you're saying, maybe they'll be done with Yellowstone here in a season. It's very interesting what they're doing.
Well, I heard there's going to be a spinoff of the 4 Sixes.
I've heard of that. I've heard that as well.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting, and especially because it seems like everyone's going off there and shit. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So.
Shit, we have less than a minute. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. Remember, we're watching Last of Us next week, and maybe drop down your ratings of Barbarian, or even go back and watch the score. Rank that from last week, you little fucker.
That's right. Later.
Yeah.